Welcome to the Zoe English Podcast. Let's improve your English together.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Zoe English Podcast. I'm Zoe.
And I'm Oscar. This is episode 3 of One Topic a Day. And Zoe, I have a feeling today's topic is a big one.
It is. Today, we're talking about family.
Family. Oh, this is something everyone talks about in every language, every single day.
Exactly, Oscar, and that's exactly why it's so important. If you can't talk about your family in English, you'll struggle in so many everyday conversations.
True. Someone always asks, do you have any siblings, or is your family big?
And today, we're not just learning, I have a mother and a father. We're going deep. Close family, extended family, and even some tricky, personal questions people ask about family.
Ooh, I like the sound of tricky. Let's get into it.
Before we start, our small favor. If this is your first time with us, please subscribe to Zoe English Podcast.
And if you've been watching since episode 1, thank you. A quick like on this video helps so many more learners find us.
Okay, Oscar, let's start simple. What do we call the people closest to us?
That's the immediate family, right? Mother, father, brother, sister.
Exactly. In English, we often say parents for mother and father together, and siblings for brothers and sisters together.
Siblings, S-I-B-L-I-N-G-S, siblings.
Perfect. So instead of saying, I have one brother and one sister, you can say, I have two siblings.
Oh, that's much shorter. I like that.
And if someone asks, do you have any siblings, and you're the only child, what do you say?
I would say, no, I'm an only child.
Exactly right. Only child is a very common phrase, and it's not sad at all in English. It's just a normal answer.
Good, because in some cultures, people react strangely when you say that.
True, but in English conversation, it's completely neutral. Now, what if you're the oldest child?
I think you say, I'm the eldest, or I'm the oldest.
Correct. Both work. And if you're the youngest?
I'm the youngest.
And what about someone in the middle with siblings on both sides?
Oh, I don't know this one.
We call that the middle child. And there's even a phrase, middle child syndrome, which people joke about, meaning the middle child sometimes feels a little forgotten.
That's funny, but also kind of true for a lot of people.
It really is. Now let's talk about parents. What's a natural way to describe your relationship with your mother or father?
You could say, I'm very close to my mother, or my dad and I don't talk much.
Great examples. Close to means you have a strong, warm relationship. And there's another phrase, we're not that close, which is a polite way to say the relationship is distant without sounding too negative.
That's useful. Sometimes you don't want to explain everything. You just want a simple, polite answer.
Exactly. English gives you that flexibility. Now, Oscar, tell me about your parents. Are you close to them?
Actually, yes. I'm very close to my mother especially. We talk almost every day.
That's lovely, Oscar. And what about your father?
We're close too, but in a different way. He's more quiet, so we don't talk as much, but I know he cares.
That's a beautiful way to explain a relationship that isn't loud but is still strong.
Thank you, Zoe. What about you? Are you close to your family?
Very close, actually. My family talks almost every single day, even small things like what we ate for lunch.
That sounds like a close-knit family.
Close-knit, great phrase, Oscar. CLOSE-KNIT, close-knit. It means a family that spends a lot of time together and supports each other strongly.
I love that expression. It sounds warm just saying it.
It really does. Now let's move to a slightly different topic, marriage and partners within the family.
Oh, this is interesting. What words do we need here?
If your brother gets married, his wife becomes your sister-in-law. And if your sister gets married, her husband becomes your brother-in-law.
In-law. So it's like added family through marriage?
Exactly, Oscar. That's a perfect way to explain it. In-law means the family you gain through marriage, not through blood.
So my wife's mother would be my mother-in-law.
Correct. And this word sometimes has a funny reputation in English because of jokes about difficult mothers-in-law.
Oh yes, I've heard those jokes in every language, not just English.
It's a universal joke, apparently. Okay, let's keep building this family vocabulary before we move to extended family in the next part. All right, Oscar, now let's step outside the immediate family and talk about extended family. This is where things get a little bigger.
Extended family. That means the wider circle, right? Not just parents and siblings?
Exactly. Let's start with your parents' siblings. What do we call your father's brother or your mother's brother?
That's your uncle.
Correct. And your parents' sisters?
Your aunt.
Perfect. And their children, meaning your uncle or aunt's kids?
Those are your cousins, right?
Yes, cousins. And here's something interesting. In English, we don't separate boy cousin or girl cousin with a different word. We just say cousin for both.
Ah, that's simpler than I expected.
It really is. Now, what about your brother or sister's children?
I actually don't know this one.
If it's a boy, he's your nephew. If it's a girl, she's your niece.
Nephew, N-E-P-H-E-W. Niece, N-I-E-C-E.
Perfect spelling, Oscar. And going the other direction, your parents' parents.
Grandparents, grandmother and grandfather.
Exactly. And many English speakers use warmer, more casual names too, like grandma and grandpa, or even nana and papa, depending on the family.
Oh, I've heard granny as well.
Yes, that's another common one, especially in British English. Now, Oscar, is your family big or small?
Honestly, quite big. If I count cousins, aunts, and uncles, we're probably more than 30 people.
30 people. That's a big family gathering at any celebration.
Exactly. And everyone talks at the same time. It's chaos, but a happy chaos.
I love that phrase, happy chaos. It perfectly describes a big, loving family.
What about you, Zoe? Small family or big family?
Smaller, actually. Just my parents, one sister, and a few cousins we see occasionally.
Do you wish it was bigger?
Honestly, sometimes. Big families always look so lively in movies and photos.
Well, a small family can be close-knit too, remember?
True, and we are. Quality over quantity, as they say.
Nicely put. Now, Zoe, I want to ask about a tricky situation. What if someone asks you a personal family question you don't want to answer?
Excellent point, Oscar. And this happens a lot. For example, someone might ask, why don't your parents talk to each other? Or something private and uncomfortable.
What's the polite way to avoid answering directly?
You can say, it's a bit complicated, or I'd rather not talk about that right now. Both are respectful ways to set a boundary.
Boundary. That's an important word for personal comfort.
Definitely. And most people will respect it immediately once you say it politely.
That's really helpful, actually. Sometimes I don't know how to say no without sounding rude.
These phrases give you the tools to protect your privacy while still sounding warm and polite.
I'll remember that. Now, let's talk about something lighter. Family comparisons, like when people say you look like your father or act like your mother.
Oh, this is a fun one. In English, we say you take after your mother or you take after your father.
Take after, so it means you're similar to them.
Exactly, whether in looks or personality. For example, I take after my dad. We're both very quiet.
I definitely take after my mother. We both talk loudly and laugh loudly.
That explains so much about you, Oscar.
I'll take that as a compliment.
There's also a fun idiom, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, meaning children are often very similar to their parents.
I love that one. It's very visual, very easy to remember.
It really is. And there's another idiom, it runs in the family, which we use for a trait, talent, or even a habit that many family members share.
Like cooking well runs in the family.
Perfect example. Or being tall runs in the family. Any shared quality across generations.
These idioms make conversations sound so much more natural and colorful.
They really do, and native speakers use them all the time in casual conversation. Let's keep exploring more family situations in the next part.
Zoe, I want to ask about something a little more serious now. Not every family story is happy. How do we talk about difficult family situations in English?
Good point, Oscar, and it's important we cover this respectfully. Sometimes people say we're not on speaking terms, meaning two family members have stopped talking to each other.
Not on speaking terms. That's a gentle way to describe something painful.
Exactly. English often softens difficult topics with gentle phrases like this. Another one is, we had a falling out, meaning a serious disagreement that damaged the relationship.
Falling out. Falling, out. That sounds serious, but not dramatic.
Right. It's a mature way to explain conflict without oversharing details. And there's a more playful phrase, too, the black sheep of the family.
Black sheep? What does that mean?
It describes a family member who is very different from the others, maybe with different choices, lifestyle, or opinions. Not necessarily bad, just different.
Oh, I think every family has one person like that.
Almost every family, yes. It's used lightly most of the time, sometimes even with affection.
I actually think I might be the black sheep in mine. I chose a completely different career path than everyone else.
That's a wonderful example, Oscar. You can proudly say, I'm a bit of the black sheep in my family.
I like that. It sounds confident instead of negative.
Exactly, and that's the beauty of these expressions. They give personal stories emotional depth without sounding harsh.
Zoe, what about family gatherings? Are there special phrases for that, too?
Definitely. When the whole family meets, we call it a family reunion, especially if it happens after a long time apart.
Reunion. Reunion.
Perfect. And smaller, regular meetings might just be called family gatherings or get-togethers.
Get together. That sounds very casual and warm.
It is. You might say, we have a family get-together every Friday evening.
We actually do something similar every Sunday. My whole family eats lunch together, no matter how busy everyone is.
That's beautiful, Oscar. That's real family commitment.
It really is important to us. What about celebrations, Zoe? Any special family words there?
Yes, for milestones like birthdays or anniversaries, we often say it's a family tradition, meaning something the family always does together.
Family tradition. Do you have any traditions in your family?
Actually, yes. Every New Year, we write one goal on paper and read it together the next year to see who achieved it.
That's such a lovely tradition, Zoe. I might steal that idea for my own family.
Please do. Traditions are meant to be shared and passed on.
Speaking of passing on, is there a phrase for something that continues through generations?
Yes, we say passed down through generations, like a recipe, a value, or even a piece of jewelry.
This ring was passed down through generations. That sounds so meaningful.
It really does, and it's a beautiful way to talk about family history and heritage.
Heritage. Heritage.
Correct. Heritage means the traditions, history, and values that come from your family or culture.
This episode is giving me so many new emotional ways to describe my own family.
That's exactly the goal, Oscar. Family conversations shouldn't feel flat. They should feel real and personal, just like the relationships themselves.
I completely agree. Let's do a quick practice conversation now to bring everything together.
Great idea. Imagine someone asks you, tell me about your family. What would you say now?
I would say I have a big, close-knit family. I'm the youngest of 4 siblings, and we're all very close. My family has a tradition of cooking together every weekend, and honestly, I think I take after my mother the most.
Beautiful answer, Oscar. See how much richer that sounds compared to just, I have 3 brothers and 1 sister?
Completely different level. This actually tells a story.
Exactly, and that's what makes conversations memorable. Let's move to our final part now, with a vocabulary recap and a quiz.
All right, Oscar, let's recap the most important words and phrases from today.
Let's do it. First, siblings, meaning brothers and sisters together.
Then only child, eldest, youngest, and middle child, describing your position among your siblings.
We also learned close-knit, describing a family that's warm and connected.
And in-law words like mother-in-law, brother-in-law for family members through marriage.
For extended family, we covered uncle, aunt, cousin, nephew, and niece.
We also learned 2 beautiful idioms, take after, meaning to resemble a family member, and runs in the family for shared traits.
And for more serious situations, we learned not on speaking terms, had a falling out, and the playful phrase black sheep of the family.
Finally, we talked about family reunion, get-together, family tradition, and passed down through generations.
That's such a rich list. I feel like I could talk about family for hours now.
That's the goal, Oscar. Now let's do a quick quiz to check what you remember.
I'm ready. Ask me anything.
If you're the only child in your family, how do you say that?
I'm an only child.
Correct. And if you look or act like your mother, what phrase do you use?
I take after my mother.
Perfect. And what do we call a family member who is very different from everyone else?
The black sheep of the family.
Excellent, Oscar. You remembered everything perfectly.
I guess talking about my own family made it easier to remember.
That's exactly why we use real, personal examples. It sticks in your memory much longer.
So for today's question, Zoe, what do we want to ask our listeners?
Let's ask them this. Are you the eldest, the youngest, the middle child, or an only child in your family?
And tell us one word to describe your family, like close-knit, big, quiet, or funny.
Write your answer in the comments below. Start with, in my family, I'm the, and then tell us more.
We genuinely read every comment, and honestly, they help us shape future episodes too.
Exactly. Your stories often inspire our next topic, so please don't be shy about sharing.
All right, that brings us to the end of episode 3 of One Topic a Day.
Today, we didn't just learn family vocabulary, we learned how to talk about family with real emotion and personal meaning.
If you learned something new today, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps our podcast grow.
And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so you don't miss episode 4.
We'll be back very soon with a brand new topic and even more useful English for real life.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us today.
Keep practicing, keep speaking, and we'll see you very soon.
Bye, everyone.
Bye!